Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joined today from the Better Business Bureau here in Wisconsin, keeping you safe, keeping me safe, keeping everybody safe. Tiffany Schultz, how you doing?
I'm great. Happy fall.
Happy fall. We are talking about October as Cybersecurity Awareness Month. So we are going to go over kind of a high-level look at talking about different things that are out there that you can do to be cybersecure aware and practice it each and every day. We kind of got into a little in-depth conversation off-air today talking about different hacks and best practices and whatnot. And I think it's easy to let your guard down somewhat, but then on the flip side, it seems like there's so many more awareness campaigns out there now to help us keep it going that maybe it starts to you lose a little bit of it because you hear it all the time. So as you look at it as a whole from BBB side of things and trying to just stay ahead of the game, what do you suggest for people?
So October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month. We want you to be safe when you choose to go online or use platforms and systems. Ransomware attacks are real, and we hear about them happening all the time. And once you're attacked, you're likely going to get attacked again. So what happens is a scammer compromises your data or locks your data and then demands payment in the form of Bitcoin or another non-traceable payment in order to get it back. So if you prepare ahead of time, you may not have to go through this. So the first thing we want to talk about is don't click on links that are unsolicited or that you don't know where they're going. This is a perfect opportunity for scammers to design fake websites to collect your login information or your personal information. And once they get that information, sometimes they use that to go to a network of computers that are connected to the same network, therefore getting into company systems and other systems that your device may be connected to.
Backing up here, ransomware attacks have really become kind of the bread and butter of, you may not think of locally like yourself, but it is. But big companies are really getting hit with this because of somebody doesn't follow one of these safety tips, simple one, and I'm not saying simple like you're too good for it. It can happen, just snap of a finger, bam, you're away. But this is big stuff.
It's really simple. Somebody goes online maybe to purchase something during the day and is served a link. They click on it and there goes everything. And that way the scammer can get right into the system's computers. So as an individual working for a company, you could be exposing the entire company just without even knowing it.
Yeah, all right. So continuing up with it, you said stay up to date with the software is kind of the next area to go to, especially if you're at home or small business. Like if you're the one who's got to do it, and when's the last time you updated your device? Don't be afraid to do that. It used to be like, wait a few, no, do it right away.
Make sure you take those updates as soon as they're available, whether it's a patch or an update. It's designed to provide security to your device. So don't wait on it. Oh, I don't have time for it right now. It's going to lock up my computer for 15 minutes. No, take care of it right away because something could happen between now and then. If you don't get around to it again, you want to make sure that you take that as soon as it's available.
I love this one, and building strong passwords is one thing, but using that two-factor authentication, my favorite tool of all time, it really creates a good barrier there if somebody is trying to mess with your stuff.
It's a great security feature, and I know it's a pain in the butt when you sign into a device or a website where two-factor is turned on. You can even turn it on in your email, but you have to go into it and turn it on. It's also available on other platforms out there that you may use for work or for some other purpose. What it is you put in your login credentials, and then it'll text you or call you with a code to put in to access the platform or email or whatever you're working on.
Backing up your data, boy, if there wasn't one that is more true than ever, backing it up is got to be a must. Phone, tablet, computer, do it.
This is extremely important. If you have a backup and your backup is current and your information is hacked or locked, you can easily restore that with your backup. If you don't have the backup, you could have lost a week, a day, a month, and that takes a lot of time to get back, and you may never get it back.
Also, cleaning up those passwords. There are certainly a lot of the sites offer now helping you create those passwords. They're a gazillion letters long and numbers and blah, blah, blah. But nevertheless, making it stronger, longer, and switching up those symbols, you still got to do it.
Passwords should be long and strong and consist of a series of upper and lowercase letters and numbers and special characters. There's also the automatic password generator, password managers, easy ways for you to keep track of all your different passwords, and don't use the same password across all platforms. If the scammer can access one, they can try it on another platform and easily gain access to your information.
Anytime I even think that something's going on, I jump in there and start changing passwords again. Like if I even think there's something funny business going on, I'm just like, bam, switch it. Because it just feels like you have to keep up on it. It's starting to become like not a once a year thing.
It's a great idea to change passwords every 90 days as well. Some platforms will prompt you for it right away. If it doesn't, keep a handy notebook at your computer and just change it every 90 days to make sure that it is secure, whether you're browsing social media or if it's a work platform or even your email.
And finally, I say this is an old school tactic, but it's still relevant, is enable pop-up blockers on your devices, which some people are like, what the heck is that? And others are like, man, isn't that something we used to do like 10 years ago? It's still happening. You got to do it.
Scammers buy ads that are pop-ups on your computer, and if you click on them, they will lead to sometimes a malicious site or a site to collect your personal or financial information. If you enable it, it's not going to pop up and you're not going to be tempted to click on it.
All right. Finally, as you wrap up your Cybersecurity Awareness Month, would you recommend that we practice this every day, year long, all year long, or do we just, once in a while?
Always have it in the back of your mind. You're taking protections just like you would with your own personal safety. If you have experienced a scam around it, report it to us at bbb.org/scam tracker. Your report is going to help us warn others of the scams taking place in the marketplace.
My recommendation is, follow what Tiffany says. Check out the website for anything, but stay up to date too on the different things that are going on, because those can be like, okay, this is a new one that I never knew about, and it probably still falls in these same categories that you went over today. So I think it's just good to stay up on those things as well, which is why you come here each and every month.
Well, what's old is new again to scammers, and once we've forgotten about it, scammers bring it back from their toolbox and take us off guard, and we end up getting scammed. So always stay on top of what the scams are doing out there, and I'm here to provide you with the latest information.
All right, Tiffany, thank you so much. Appreciate your time. Happy October.
Thanks for having me.